So today I'm bringing y'all the 78th build that we've created together in NBA 2K25 on Next Gen, and this one is a special one, man. It's going to be reminding me of a true elite defensive powerhouse in OG Ben Wallace, bro. Now, for those of y'all who know Ben Wallace, I'm going to name him the new day and age Dennis Rodman in the early 2000s, bro. So when it comes towards this build, man, this one will be coming out to the two-way point center. Now, what's special about this one is that not only are you a defensive monster, but I still got y'all right when it comes towards being a true playmaker. Definitely finishing, and all around, this is one of the best builds that you can make coming out of the center position with a rare build name. Now, this is specifically for my inside big man out there. I tend to make my big men all around, but for this one today, bro, I strictly want to focus on the three areas: the finishing, the playmaking, and also the defense. And that's going to replicate Ben Wallace. As you can see, we get that #1 comparison. So I just want to say thank every single one of y'all, the Rich family, for supporting me every single day, coming through to these videos, y'all. None of this would be possible without y'all, bro. So I really just want you to know that I appreciate y'all. We are building the most positive and 2K Christ-like community in the 2K community and here on YouTube, bro, and TikTok. So be sure to stay tuned. So if it was your first time coming through, bro, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And I just gotta say thank God, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, so I can hit you back with the response. So let's get started with the breakdown of the 78th build together. So with this one, I'm going to be putting it under that center position. Now, once we get into that height, I'm going to go with 6'9". Now, for that weight, this is optional, but I'm going to go down to 243 with a 7'5" wingspan. So maxed out, bro. Definitely going to be super helpful on that defensive end. Now from here, let's go ahead and get started. So the first area that we're getting into is going to be the actual physicals when it comes towards that speed today. I'm going to put this all the way up to an 81. Now, as you get into that agility, let's go with a 76. Moving into that strength, bro, Ben Wallace was not weak, so I'm going to go all the way up to a 93 with that vertical being brought up to an 84. Now already, bro, this is probably one of the most overpowered physical builds that is really going to be dominant on the interior, but also when it comes towards that defensive end. Now, if you want to make any type of changes, adjustments, do it after we get this build name together with the comparison. As far as when it comes towards the finishing today, I'm going to put my close shot up to a 66. Moving into that driving layup, let's go with a 65. Moving into that driving dunk, I'm going to go with a 75. And with that standing dunk, man, I'm going to leave this at an 81. And as you can see, when it comes towards this post control, let's go all the way up to a 67. So I really went with minimum thresholds on this side of the ball to get more out of not only the pass accuracy, but really when it comes towards this defensive end. Now, I'm not putting anything towards my actual shooting. I want to make a build that is specifically really focused and locked in on, the other areas of this build. So when it comes towards that pass accuracy, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 92. As you get into that breakdown of the ball handle, let's go with an 80. Now, moving into that speed with ball, let's go with a 70 here. And, already, bro, you get a good amount of badges, and this is probably one of my favorite areas when it comes towards this build. You have the potential to really, be an inside scorer when it comes towards the finishing, but when it comes towards this pass accuracy, this is an elite playmaker, bro. Especially taking this build into the rack in any 5 settings, this is going to be a special build to use. Now, let's wrap up everything when it comes towards this defensive side. So I'm going to go with a 74 for my interior defense. As we get into that perimeter, man, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 87. For that steal today, let's go up to an 85. And as you can see, when it comes towards the actual block, man, I'm going to go all the way up to an 84. Now, a lot of these numbers, if you know about 2K and badges, animations, takeovers, a lot of the numbers that I'm picking are minimum thresholds to unlock a certain tier of badge, whether it's an animation or even a takeover. Now, when it comes towards the actual rebounding, I decided to go with a 96 when it comes towards this defensive. So, as you can see with that offensive, I'm going to go all the way up to an 80. And this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out to its full potential and 99 overall. So, as you can see, we get a good amount of those upgraded pro dribble animations. Pretty much every single passing style that's available. I'm not worried about the shooting today. This is a true inside scorer and defender. Now, also on top of that, if you do decide to change the height on this build, with this rating, you can get pro standing contact dunks, but you definitely can get some of the upgraded standing dunk packages itself. Now, same thing when it comes towards those park dunks. And on top of that, bro, we get a good amount of the, layup styles as well. You know, I think this is one of the best exact NBA replica builds that you can make, not only because he is a defender, bro, but since he stepped in and exited the league, bro, he was one of the most dominant and fearful players of all time. So let's check out these badges when it comes towards the actual Hall of Fame and Legend. That's something that we're going to focus on first. So we get Strong Handle here. Also on top of that, you get Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser with Pogo Stick. From there, Box Out Beast. So just about all of these badges are really replicating the way that Ben Wallace would play. Now we also do get Dimer, and on top of that, Off-Ball Pass. Now, if you know about the Malice and the Palace, bro, this is going to be the build that, you know, Ben Wallace would be using back in the day, bro. This is going to be that exact Malice in the Palace build. And I gotta say, to see that back then, now, bro, it's even crazier. There will never be another time where, you know, we see an NBA game churn out the way that it did when it came to Ben Wallace against Ron Artest. A legendary matchup, bro. Now, with these gold badges, we get Immovable Enforcer, Brick Wall. You're also getting Break Starter and Interceptor. So low-key, this can be a lockdown, especially in the right hands. Now from there, we get Unpluckable with Versatile Visionary, Paint Patroller Glove. On top of that, we get Aerial Wizard, we get Challenger, High-Fly Denier, On-Ball Menace, Pick Dodger, Rise Up, and Slippery Off-Ball. So, you know, you shouldn't worry about this build. You can definitely get those back doors on this one, especially with the ratings that we do have for the finishing. And to wrap up everything, we get Post Powerhouse, Post Lockdown, Lightning Launch. You also get Challenger. From there, we get Float Game, Handles for Days, Ankle Assassin. You also get Posterizer and Post Up Poet. Now this build, bro, is probably one of the more fun builds on the defensive side because you still have the ability to be the main, you know, ball handler on this team. Especially if you're looking to take this build into the rec, I can definitely see a big man bringing the ball down with this high rating of a pass accuracy. Of course, it's going to require some IQ, man, but once you get this build down right, with the correct teammates, I think you can really find success with it. Now, moving into that next level, bro, we're going to go ahead and check out these takeovers. So, as you can see, we get close to about, 10 of them. We get Board Beast, Defensive Presence. You also get Great Wall, Horse with Nuisance, Paint Dominance, Physicality, the Claw, Past Orchestrator, Mirror, Grit, Eraser, and Break Igniter, bro. So, the one that I think is probably going to be the best for this specific build, you can pick Great Wall Takeover ability to get that plus 15 put towards that strength to get a 99. Either you can go with the Horse to get, See the Future Takeover ability, or even, Physicality, the Claw. These are, two that I would really consider. So, the Claw, because of that plus 15 put towards that Steel, to get a 99 Steel with a 93 Strength, bro, that's a nasty combination for, this type of center. Now, you also get Pass, so you can upgrade the perimeter defense and the Steel, potentially by boost. It all comes down to what you're most comfortable with. None of these are the wrong option. However, for the playmaking, I would really opt to, using the takeover towards either the finishing or, the physicals and defense. It all comes down to how you feel best about it. Don't feel like there's a certain way that you should go about, today's archetype. Feel free to cater to your own playstyle, and I promise you it's always going to work out every single time, y'all. So, another thing that we do need to get into with this build is going to be these cap breakers. So, if you add just 2 put towards that pass accuracy, bro, we can get bailout on that silver tier. Even when it comes towards Break Starter, potentially getting it on Hall of Fame. Now, Versatile Visionary, you need to add 3 to get it on the gold tier. And then for Dimer, to get it on Legend, bro, you need a total of 6 cap breakers, which as of Season 2, and the first set of 5 cap breakers, is definitely possible. Now, I can definitely see, maybe throwing it towards that interior defense, but I potentially think this is going to be the best way to go about it if you throw it towards that playmaking. I also do like the steady dunk, but the one thing that I think a lot of people should really consider is maybe even throwing it towards that driving dunk to potentially get contact dunks down the road. Now, you will have to unlock a good amount of the cap breakers for that, but I think it's definitely worth it if you're looking to, grind out the entire year of, the rep when it comes towards NBA 2K25 to get to that max tier. It all comes down to if you want to grind out all sets of cap breakers. That's not going to be for everybody, but just know it's definitely possible to maintain. So, I just want to say thank every single one of y'all, man, the Rich family, for making it to the very end. I'm going to continue to put out these videos for y'all. So, if you want a certain player or build that you're looking to go after, bro, be sure to let me know down below, and I will definitely be sure to get y'all right. So let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. We get that #1 comparison: Ben Wallace, Robert Williams III, and also Jalen Duran. So coming up at number 78, we got the two-way point center, one of the, best builds when it comes towards the name. Very unique, very rare, and you cannot go wrong with that #1 comparison of this defensive monster, Ben Wallace. So once again, man, I'm truly thankful for the Rich family. God bless every single one of you. None of this would be possible, us building the most positive, 2K, Christ-like minded community, without y'all, and of course, #1, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So I got another video dropping for y'all tomorrow. I really appreciate you, man. Y'all are my brothers and sisters showing up every single day for the support, so it's only right that I give back to y'all in any way that I can. So if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you know. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.